Hello everyone, today I am going to be making another video on Insane Puzzle in my collection. It's also my favourite puzzle in my collection at the moment. I love this puzzle, I've had many joys with it.
This right here is my favorite thing ever. In the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake not sleeping because I'm thinking about this.
But without further ado, let me stop yapping, shut up, and talk about the actual puzzle. So what is this puzzle, you might ask? This puzzle is the Chi 10x10. I got this puzzle on the 23rd of December, my birthday, and on 2023. And this puzzle I got, well, I didn't actually buy it. My mother brought it for me. Thank you. And this puzzle was brought in the stickerless version, and that's because I prefer stickerless cubes more than stickered. So as I was saying, I just needed to cut off for a second. I do prefer stickerless cubes more than stickered ones, and the reason is, well, this puzzle would probably not have as many colors on it as if it was stickered. So the turning on this cube, which is something most people really want to know about, because that's quite important, is pretty good. The outer layers obviously are better than most layers. It can't really corner cut that much. Just about that. I don't want to go any further than that. But yes, it cannot corner cut too much. But the turning is still pretty smooth, and it is a little bit blocky, but that's okay. This puzzle is quite tight. I have not loosened it, just out of pure fear, honestly, that this will explode, because this would be an absolute nightmare to reassemble. But it is quite tight. The outer layers are quite more or less tight than the inner ones. But yeah, it is quite tight, and it still turns well. It's quite hard to turn just one layer, unless it's the outer ones, because most of the time you'll be turning two. The color shades on this puzzle are also really nice. I do quite like the red and the green colors, and also the blue and the orange. They're quite fluorescent. They shine more than they do here, and the yellow and white as well. The yellow is quite bright on camera. I'm not sure if you can notice, even though it's quite dark where I am right now. So, I have solved this cube about 5 or so times, and at the first time it took me about a day to, but solving big cubes like this, honestly, is just more time consuming than it is hard. It doesn't take too long for me to solve this puzzle, but yeah. And now it takes only about an hour. I can get better times on it, but yeah. One thing to say though is because how you solve cubes like this is that you get the entire centers together, make sure the color scheme's right. That is a trap I fell into quite a few times. Then pair all the edge pieces together like this. And one thing that is quite annoying is edge parity, where you'll find that these two parts are flipped, and yeah, that's pretty hell to do. I know how to solve it. It's really just 4x4 parity, which you can just do that, this one, and yeah. And there's also if you can hear any screaming or shouting, by the way, that's just brothers and stuff being brothers. So yeah, and there's multiple parodies you can get on it, which is sad, but it's only the edge parodies. When assembling the edges is really significantly annoying. Also, the internal layers are also colored as well, which I also like. This cube has popped before. You can get quite bad lockups, and honestly, that is heart attack inducing. But yeah, you can get quite bad lockups, but it's not too bad if the cube doesn't pop. The pieces are actually quite strong, especially like these little ones here that have such slim bodies. This cube has popped twice, and I've had to just reassemble it. It wasn't that hard to reassemble, but yeah, and it's quite a fun puzzle to solve. It does take a while. So I brought this off Speedcube Shop. I would have brought it off Daily Puzzles. By the way, Daily Puzzles is closing soon. Make sure to check out their sale. But sadly, that is shutting down. However, that's a topic for another video. But I brought this puzzle off Speedcube Shop. Sadly, I don't have a discount code yet. But yeah, so you can go there. I'll have a link to where I brought this puzzle down below in the description for anyone who is keen on buying this puzzle, because it's quite fun, and it also looks really nice on my collection. It's so big, and yeah, it just fits. It's so big, and it just fits really well. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. I hope you enjoy my content as well. I hope that I can make content in the future that people enjoy. I'd love to make more of it, and I will be able to, seeing as we're on school holidays for about another week. So I have the time now. I just didn't really have the time in the past, but now I can make more of these videos for you guys to watch, and hopefully you enjoy them and want to keep viewing them. So, thank you, and goodbye.
This right here is my favorite thing ever.